While applying abroad, the first question that arises in our mind is how much is the tuition fees? The main concern of students who want to apply abroad is whether they can afford the tuition fees or not, whether there are any scholarship opportunities or not. And these are most common questions that students ask me. So for your help, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways by which you can study abroad without even paying any single penny. The first way by which you can study abroad without spending a single penny is scholarship. In most of my previous videos, I told you to visit official websites of the university to which you are applying and check whether the scholarship is available or not. In most of the universities for scholarship, students are evaluated on 3 main elements. They are academic performance, statement of purpose, and standardized test scores. Let's discuss these 3 in detail. Many of you ask me how much grade is needed to get a scholarship. But to be honest, there is no concrete answer to this question. Because there is not an universal requirement on grades that you should have this grade to get the scholarship. Different universities and programs look for different qualities in students. Some put more emphasis on grades, some put less. So it really differs from university to university and program to program. In simple words, the grade requirements depend on the university and the course you choose. In some universities, the requirement may be high. In some, it may be low. And for some, they do not even look for your grades. Additionally, it also depends on what kind of scholarship you are applying for. For example, in Italy, you can apply for need-based scholarship. And for that, they do not care much about your grades. Rather than, they'll look at your financial situation. You can find all this information on the official website of the university you are going to apply. The second requirement is a statement of purpose or SOP. You need to write a letter or an essay to your university explaining your motivation to choose the specific university and subject, your career goal, your work experience, and other various parts of your academic and professional life. In addition to SOP, some university even asks for a scholarship letter. In that case, you have to further explain why you deserve it. If you are applying for need-based scholarship like I mentioned earlier, not only do you have to explain why you deserve the scholarship, but also you have to explain why do you need scholarship. The most common mistake that we make while writing an SOP or a scholarship letter is that we get emotional while writing it. I mean, most of us focus on our emotional side, such as economic background, the condition of our home country and our family, etc., etc., etc. But usually these are not the things that the admission committee or the scholarship committee are usually looking after. In need-based scholarship, you may mention about the economic hardship, but you do not throw all your personal problems there. Except for the need-based scholarship, I do not recommend you to mention your financial background in the SOP. Instead of this, you can write what you have been doing in your home country, your academic background, what kind of work you were engaged in, and what you learned from it, and why do you deserve the scholarship. The third one is standardized test. There are not many universities outside of USA and Canada that ask for a standardized test score for admission and scholarship. In Europe, there are only few universities which ask for GRE or GMAT. One of the universities in Europe that asks for standardized test scores is BI Norwegian Business School in Norway. They even provide scholarship based on your GMAT or GRE scores. There are a couple of other universities in Europe that ask for standardized test scores, but not many. But if you are planning to study in the USA, you will most likely be asked for SAT scores for bachelor's and GRE and GMAT for master's. And if you are applying for a scholarship, this standardized test score are super important for you. In addition to these 3 requirements, there could be other various universities and programs specific requirements for scholarship. You might have to appear for an entrance exam for a scholarship or have to appear for interview for the scholarship. Now let's quickly go through various destinations where you can study with a full scholarship. The first choice of student in this list is undoubtedly the USA. In the US, you can apply for a scholarship in both bachelor's and master's. If you are planning to do bachelor's in USA, you might get full scholarship if you have a good academic background and scores on SAT. Similarly, in master's, you can get up to full funding if you have good GRE or GMAT score along with strong academic profile. But the scene might be different in some cases. I remember that in 2016, Arizona State University declared that it will provide a full scholarship to those students who got admitted to MBA program that batch. The minimum requirement for the admission was 600 GMAT score, and those having this score got a full scholarship at that time. Scholarships are very common in the science stream but very rare in management degrees. It is really tough to get a full scholarship for a professional degree like an MBA. While Arizona State University declared that it will provide a surprise scholarship, it was very tough to get the admission. Some of the American universities that might provide you with full scholarship even in management streams are Temple University, Arizona State University, Colorado State University, University of Cincinnati, etc. You can visit the official website of this university to know more about them. The universities that mentioned here are on base of my personal research. There might be more universities that you can find with full scholarship. Even if it is hard to get full scholarship for masters, in the US you can get an assistantship which can cover your tuition fees. I will talk about it later in this video. Similarly, Canada also has various scholarship programs. The chance of getting full scholarship are pretty low in Canada, but not impossible. Usually, Canadian universities provide a certain percentage of scholarship during the admission if they provide any scholarship. And after joining the university, you can apply for full scholarship. But you can get assistantship, which I'll talk about later. In Europe, the most popular scholarship program is Erasmus Mundus. Similarly, the DAAD scholarship program of Germany is another popular scholarship that you can get in Europe. In this program, you will not only get a full scholarship, but you will be paid some amounts too. Likewise, the Swedish scholarship program in Sweden and some regional scholarship in Italy can waive your full tuition fees. Italy has one of the highest number of scholarship programs in Europe. In Finland, there are various scholarship programs that cover up to 100% of your tuition fees. Finnish universities can provide you with a lot of scholarship if you are planning to do masters. Spain too puts its name on the list as it provides numerous scholarship for university students. As I mentioned earlier, a private college in Norway called BI Norwegian Business School can provide you with the best scholarship program if you are planning to do masters in management stream. I will further provide a list of scholarship programs in the description box below that you might consider before applying to the foreign universities. But be clear that even after getting a scholarship, your task is not completed. You have to maintain your grades and other criteria in order to continue the scholarship for second year. Otherwise, you will lose your scholarship, sadly. The second way by which you can study abroad without putting pressure on your pocket is assistantship. The assistantship is a paid academic appointment made to graduate students that involves part-time teaching and research. Especially in the US and Canada, even if you do not get any scholarship, an assistantship can help you cover all your tuition fees and expense while doing masters. Now let's understand it in detail. In the US and Canada, most of the professors hire assistants who can help them with their projects. They give priority to those students who are going to join masters. If your academic background and the project of the professor matches, he or she will hire you to work together, and this is called assistantship. You have to help them with their academic work, and for this the professor will pay you. Assistantships are of many types. Some assistantship will waive your tuition fees completely and some will do it partially. You can use the money that you earn through the assistantship to pay your tuition fees. Some of my friends who are doing assistantship in USA and Canada told me that it is not difficult to pay tuition fees after doing an assistantship. Although both scholarship and assistantship will provide you with financial support, there are few differences between them. You do not need to work on a scholarship, whereas in an assistantship, you have to work for several hours a week. One of the benefits of doing assistantship is that it will help you a lot to get into PhD, as you will have a good research base and a strong relationship with professor, which plays an important role. I just checked my analytics and saw that 11% of you have subscribed to my channel. If this video is helpful to you, a subscription will mean a lot to me. What that does for me? It gives me an indicator that I'm building an audience and that I'm creating helpful content for you people. The third way by which you can study abroad for free is by studying in those countries which provide free education. This sounds too obvious, right? Anyway, when talking about free education, Europe is the only option for international students. Some of the popular countries that provide almost free education in Europe are Germany and Austria. Why did I say almost? Because you have to pay nominal amount every 6 months as a semester fee. A few years ago, Finland too provided free education, but in 2016-17, Finland started charging tuition fees for non-EU students. Similarly, Norway implemented tuition fee from 2023, so Norway is no longer a free education country. Now let's discuss what Germany and Austria have to offer. There are already a couple of videos about Germany in this channel. You can find them in the description box below. In Germany, almost all of the state provides free tuition to international students except one state. Except for this, all of the public universities provide free education in Germany. You have to pay semester fee which might range between 150 to 300 euros. This semester fee will provide you with a lot of benefit in Germany, like free transportation and student discounts. Similarly, if you are studying at an Austrian university as a non-EU student, you only have to pay around 350 euros to 700 euros per year. Furthermore, you have to pay only 20 euros as student union fees. But keep in mind that if you are studying at University of Applied Science in Austria, there you have to pay tuition fees. I will make a full video about studying in Austria soon. Here is some bonus information for you. Although a non-EU student has to pay tuition fees, in Finland there are some ways by which you can escape tuition fees. If you apply to study in English language, you have to pay tuition fees in Finland. But if you are applying to study in Finnish language, your tuition fees will be waived. This option is most suitable for those who are going to Finland on a dependent visa. Dependents can learn Finnish language in Finland and apply to these universities. And by this, they can waive the tuition fees. When I say that you can study for free in these countries, I am not saying that you do not have to make any expenses to study in these countries. Although you do not need to pay any tuition fees, you have to show enough financial documents to cover your living expenses. As financial proof, you have to transfer a certain amount to the country you are applying for. Only after landing in the country you will get your money back. For instance, in Germany, you have to create a blocked account and transfer about 10 to 12,000 euros. And after you visit Germany, you will get your money back in your account on several installments of 550 euros per month. So keep these things in your mind. I hope this video provided you with enough information regarding free education. Thank you for supporting me till the end. Next I'll be back with a new topic. Till then, be safe and be healthy. And yes, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.